Good morning, guys. It's time for ninth and 10th grade career education class, and this is Miss Lively. What are we going to work on today? Well, today we're going to start the career development part of your career planning process. So let's start with managing a career self-assessment. What is a career self-assessment? Well, let me tell you. It's a tool designed to help you recognize your strengths and talents as well as your weaknesses. You can't have the good without the bad. It is a tool that can provide you with a balanced and an objective view of the jobs that might be good for you and those that might not be. For example, if you're not a people person, then I don't suggest that you work at an amusement park or anywhere else that would cause you to deal with many people all at one time. How hard is it to think critically about yourself? Because let's be honest, a career self assessment is all about you. And sometimes it's pretty hard to think about you outside of the box. You might have trouble identifying your interests. You might feel self conscious talking about your strengths. You might not like to admit you would enjoy a certain subject. For instance, I know you all love career ed. Please stop. I know. A career self assessment can be hard, but it's also rewarding. At this point, how do you identify your career related abilities? How do you apply your values to a work environment? To perform a career self assessment, you use a process to examine your strengths and weaknesses honestly, meaning you have to be real with yourself in order to be able to find a real career. Here are some helpful things to consider when building your career plan. What personal values, thoughts, ideas, and actions are important to you? Meaning, what are your core values? What do you have standards about? What actions are majorly important to you? Next, what instrumental value is important to you? Instrumental value means values that you can acquire. For instance, maybe you decide to acquire a value of working harder because you see that it gives you more advantage to move forward. Maybe you see the rewards that comes with it. Okay? For another example is maybe when you were coming to school every day, when we were in school, you would receive perfect attendance. You realize that just by doing and showing up, you still get rewarded for good behavior. What intrinsic values are important to you? Those are your morals and standards. What are things that you would stand up for? For instance, are you the type of person that thinks that bullying shouldn't happen? Do you stand up for those that get bullied? How do you feel about being lied to? Are your morals telling you that it's not okay to lie or be lied to? These are all things that you need to consider while developing your plan. So here's your assignment this week. Not a long one, I promise. I need you to think about you. You're first going to list your 2 favorite school subjects. It cannot be gym, it cannot be art or music. It has to be 2 favorite school academic subjects, please. Next, list at least 4 specific skills that you have acquired in those subjects. For instance, if one of your favorite subjects is science, tell me 4 skills that you learned in science. If your other favorite subject happens to be career education, tell me 4 specific skills that you learned during career education. Next, list 4 achievements, big or small, in those subjects. For instance, maybe you don't think that being able to learn how to use a microscope is a big achievement or a small achievement, but it's still an achievement. So make sure you list them. Doesn't matter how big or small, it's how you see it that wins it all. Next, list 4 abilities, or should I say things you do well, or your talents. You guys are all special. Each one of you have something that you do. Maybe not one thing, but try to at least list 4. Next, list 2 interests that you have. For instance, a lot of you are interested in video games. List it. but make sure you list 2. And last, list 4 work values. Work values would be showing up to work on time. Maybe it could be making sure that you attend on the day that you're scheduled to go to work. You've never missed any days of work. Once you have completed this, be sure to email it to me, and you will have started your career self-assessment. All right, guys, until next time, I'll see you later. This assignment will be due next Thursday. All right, guys, have a good day.